Hi guys, this is Halbuska and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be ranking the songs off of the final Emerson, Lake and Palmer album, In the Hot Seat. And for full disclosure, I'm not a big fan of this album at all. In fact, I know it sounds crazy, I'd rather listen to Love Beach. I know, I'd rather listen to Love Beach than listen to this any day, really. This album just kind of bores me, really. I mean, there's only really one good song on here, and we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, other than that, I'm just not a big fan of this album. I thought it was a weak way to go out, really, honestly. But with one exception, in my opinion. But we'll get there when we get there. So just like Black Moon, there are 10 songs. Yeah, I wonder. Let me know what you like more, Love Beach or In the Hot Seat, or what do you think is worse, Love Beach or In the Hot Seat? I think this is their weakest album, in my opinion. I don't think most of it is good, and I mean, like I said, there's, in my opinion, only one good song, and we'll get there when we get there. Anyway, so at number 10 we have a cover. This is Bob Dylan wrote this song. It's a famous song, "Man in the Long Black Coat." Not really one of my favorite ELP songs. I know they love doing, well, I don't know about covers, but, like renditions of classical pieces. And they tried doing a Bob Dylan song. Craig Lake's vocals are decent, I guess. They're decent enough, but other than that, it really isn't one of my favorite ELP songs. So at number 10, we have "Man in the Long Black Coat." Number 9, here's another one. This is supposed to be a ballad. I'm not a big fan of this one. "Heart on Ice." It's just, I mean, Greg Lake's vocals, I guess, are okay. The song can be cheesy also, and this is the early 90s, and a lot of cheese is beginning to mold, And "Heart on Ice," I'm just not that crazy about. Number 8, another one that's just, I'm not that crazy about either. "Gone Too Soon." Well, I mean, we're getting better with this. But "Gone Too Soon," I mean, it seems like an exciting, well, not exciting. "Gone Too Soon," no, this is not exciting. This is about, someone that passed away too soon. This is not an exciting song. It's kind of sad. But, it has, I guess, an interesting groove and all. But yeah, that's all really about it. So, number 8, we have "Gone Too Soon." Number 7, now the opening to this reminds me of Castlevania. Whenever I play Castlevania, like any Castlevania game, this opening kind of reminds me of it. At number 7, we have "One by One," and we're getting better. But this is one I wouldn't really listen to much. Yeah, I wouldn't really listen to "One by One" that much. But at number 7, we have "One by One." Coming in at number 6, we have "Give Me a Reason to Say." Again, nothing I would listen to a lot. Most of the album I would listen to because I don't think this is a good album at all. And "Give Me a Reason to Say," I mean, it's alright. It's not that bad, but not one of my favorites. Um, yeah. I'm trying to remember. I listened to the album this morning, and and my opinion was the same as it was years ago. Not a big fan of this album. Believe this one had a lot of cheesy synths, I guess, but Keith Emerson was always a great keyboard player, you know. So at number 6 we have "Give Me a Reason to Say." Okay, we're down to the top 5. Number 5. This is probably the most important song on this entire album. At number 5 we have "Daddy." This is an emotional song. This is about what was her name? I can't remember her name. But it was about a woman or a girl who went missing, I think, and this is what the song is about. And Greg Lake's vocals are actually pretty emotional. This would be a song I would listen to once or twice maybe, but it's not really something you would expect from ELP, honestly. They would do a lot of crazy sci-fi stuff, and then you get to this, it's like, wow, this is depressing. So yeah, at number 5 we have "Daddy." At number 4 we have "The Closer," "Street War." Hey, we're getting better. We're getting definitely better. Again, like "Daddy," I would probably listen to it once or twice. I would listen to this one once or twice sometimes. Not one of my absolute favorites, but it closes the album interestingly. Again, not one of their best songs, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So at number 4 we have Street Four, and they I guess they were having fun when they were making this or something. I don't know. All right, at number 3 we have Change. This is another song that I would listen to maybe once or twice around, and yeah, I think Change is a decent song, but again, nothing I would listen to a lot. Um, and yeah, that's really all I have to say because there's nothing really much to say on this album. I'm sorry if you guys like this album. This is just my opinion. But yeah, number 3 we have Change, decent song, and number 2 we have Thin Line. This is actually a pretty solid song in my opinion. Thin Line is actually not that bad. But I actually enjoy how exciting it is. This is an exciting song, Thin Line. And yeah, this is an underrated one also. Well, practically every song on here is underrated. But yeah, Thin Line is definitely an underrated song. So at number 2 we have Thin Line, and at number 1, this is an awesome song. This is the song that I will listen to over and over again on this album. Kind of like with Memoirs of an Officer and a Gentleman from Love Beach. This is a song I will listen to a lot. Number 1, we have Hand of Truth. I mean, I love the opening keyboard riff by Keith Emerson. Great, great stuff. And the rest of the song, Greg Lake's vocals are awesome. Carl Palmer's drumming is impeccable. So yeah, Hand of Truth is really, really good. I enjoy that song a lot. Listen to that song any day, never get tired. I mean, the piano intro is awesome. What can I say? Here's my list. Oh yeah, I'm charging right now. I'll try to see. You know what? Let me unplug this. There we go. So yeah, just like Black Moon, 10 songs. But yeah, overall, I don't like this album a lot. And like I said before, I'd rather listen to Love Beach, believe it or not. And I'm not a big fan of Love Beach either. So that was in the hot seat. That was every Emerson, Lake and Palmer album ranked. It's been fun. I've actually been posting daily lately. I'm actually glad I've been doing that again, getting back in the swing of things. Even if I'm actually pretty busy lately. So hopefully you're gonna get the albums ranked of ELP, the album covers ranked, and then we're done. And then maybe I'll do another voting video of a band or something because this went by fast. Not all, I mean they only have 9 albums, right? So if you include, Emerson, Lake and Powell, and what else? To the Power of Three, and pictures of an exhibition, that would rank in the top 5 if I included that, but I'm not because it's a live album. I know it's an Emerson, Lake and Palmer album, but it's a live album, and I only include studio albums. One of my favorite live albums, also. So anyway, that was in the hot seat. Hopefully, you'll get the albums ranked tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow brings, right? So please leave a like, comment if you want, view my video. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making up, like sign language that I made or something like that. So please leave a like, comment if you want, view my videos or something like that, and of course subscribe and ring that bell. I should add that also and ring that bell because when I started on YouTube, there was no bell. There was no notification bell. Now, years later, there is one. So, ring that bell. Yeah, this has been Halbuska, signing off. Stay safe.